Class 10 Biology 7th chapter Chemical Coordination in Plants. Good morning, students. In the previous class, we have discussed about the first phytohormone, auxin, and their function. Today, we will discuss the next phytohormone, gibberellins. So gibberellins are another kind of a plant hormone or phytohormone. There are different forms of gibberellins, and the most commonly in plants are gibberellic acid 1, gibberellic acid 2, gibberellic acid 3, and so on. So among the various types of gibberellins, the most common are GA1, GA2, and GA3. Out of these, gibberellic acid is the most common gibberellins among the plant or phytohormone. However, gibberellic acid is the most studied form. In higher plant, gibberellins are mainly distributed in meristematic regions like stem apex, root apex, buds, seeds, etc. Like the auxins. Auxins also concentrate in the growing region. This gibberellin acid also concentrate in the apical part of the shoot, root, and buds as well as seeds, etc. Now see the function of gibberellins. The main function of gibberellin is to promote the growth of internodes by cell elongation. So first function of gibberellin is elongation of internode by the elongation of cell wall. Here this is a plant, especially in bamboo, sugarcane, etc. So here these are the nodes. These are the nodes, and nodes are the region where lateral branches grow or leaves grow. So these are the position where leaves grow, and the position between the two nodes is known as internode. So here the first function of gibberellin is to elongate, is to lengthen internode, especially in sugarcane industry. Higher the length of internode in the sugarcane, the plant will be more taller and the production of sugar is maximum. That's why in sugarcane industries, in sugarcane plants, gibberellin acids are introduced externally only to enhance their length of the internode. Gibberellin breaks seed dormancy and initiate germination. Every seed when comes out from the fruit is a period of inactivity, is a period of rest. After the completion of this period, when the seed receives the various conditions, it start germinate. So the period of inactivity or rest is called the dormancy period, and seed is said to be in the dormant stage. So here, due to the introduction of gibberellin acid, the seed dormancy can be break so that seed can germinate earlier. Third, they promote fruit growth and are capable of inducing parthenocarpy. During the auxin hormone, we have discussed that if a female part develop into a fruit without the involvement of the male part, it's called parthenocarpy or parthenogenesis. Here, this gibberellin acid also induce parthenocarpy. Fourth, they also delay senescence, just like the auxins we had discussed. Senescing is the period when the parts of the plant getting older and finally set up or separate from the trees. Here, gibberellin acid delay the senescence means enhance, promote the lifespan. Fifth, gibberellins are also widely used in horticulture, flowering and food industry. These hormones enhance longitudinal growth of internode in dwarf plant. They are used commercially to increase the length of grapes. Nowadays in market, long grapes are widely available. Means they are already induced by the gibberellins. Elongate apple and improve their shape. Gibberellic acid is used to speed up the malting process in brewing industry, for example, alcohol industries. Clear all of you? Now come to the next hormone, cytokinin. Cytokinin, as the name spells, it must be related to the cytoplasm of a cell. So the cytokinin have been discovered comparatively recently in 1950 by Skoog and Miller. So Skoog and Miller are were the discoverer of this hormone cytokinin have specific effect on cell division. Cytokinin are widely distributed in plant. They are produced in root tips and are transported through xylem cell. Means the site of production of cytokinin is root tips and transported throughout the plant with the help of xylem. Conduct in upward direction. Comparatively large amount of cytokinin are found in germinating seeds, developing fruits and embryo etc. Now the function. Cytokinin stimulate plant growth by cell division as against auxin and gibberellin. Cytokinin stimulate plant growth by cell division as against auxin and gibberellin. Means here the function of cytokinin is opposite to the function of auxin and gibberellin, which stimulate growth by cell elongation. Here it stimulates cell division. Once more, auxin gibberellin stimulate the growth of the cell. Means it enhance the length of the cell. But here cytokinin stimulates cell division, initiate cell division. They promote cell division even in a non-meristematic tissue. Clear? Non-meristematic regions means the regions other than the growing regions are called non-meristematic regions where cytokinin initiates cell division, thus growth occurs. In seeds, cytokinin cause expansion of the cotyledons. Cotyledons are the structure or the reserve food that provide food or energy to the embryo. They break seed dormancy, again similar to the gibberellin, and promote germination. They promote chlorophyll synthesis in chloroplast and DNA leaf senescence. Cytokinin inhibit apical dominance. When we are studying about the auxin promote apical dominance, means auxin promote the growth of the plant, but gibberellins promote the growth of the lateral branches. Thus plant become bushy shape. That's why written here, inhibits stop apical dominance and promote the growth of the lateral branches. Here more branches will appear if cytokinin hormone will induce here. Clear all of you?